Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 6, Episode 4. That's the way the cookie Simulacrumbles. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the bloody god carver Rizzolo, aspect of flesh.
Always great to be here after last week's little clone debacle.
Oh, it was a little wild. That session got a little away from me. Elliot as Reese Guiltleaf, the secret scourge aspect of bone.
I have no problems. I don't know why you guys aren't confident like I'm confident in my clone.
And Ash as Ophelia Evenheart, savior of song, aspect of blood. Excuse me.
I like this. I like this.
That sounds
quite a bit.
badass.
This sounds
Let me try
really
that.
nice.
Yeah, thank you. It's really nice. Anyway, sorry I had something in my throat. As always, I am Lummy Bronzearm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra was in pitched battle. Shadow Valley had been infiltrated by a former foe, Dr. Garwinkle, and her nefarious creation, Simone the Potentiraptor. An engineered monstrosity, Simone had swallowed every townsfolk in Edrin's Folly, keeping them in a sort of demiplane within its own body. Zavid and Danny forced their way down the throat of the Potentiraptor as Garwinkle was kept busy on the outside. On a pedestal of rare mushrooms sat Garwinkle, attached by the spine to her mech prosthetic, using her foul tech to steal Khan's thieving skill. Reese began to probe more deeply into the mind of the brilliant gnome, using his magical memory monitor. Far below the Kokito machinist, Garwinkle formed a secret laboratory wherein she grew her genetically engineered creatures. In addition to seeing the Potentiraptor as a peanut-sized embryo, Reese was shocked at what was revealed. 4 large glass cylinders glazed with frost, each containing a near-exact replica of Lux Et Umbra, yet slight differences were clear to the perceptive elf. Reese's double did not have the shock of purple hair caused by the power of orcish wog magic. Zavid's facial structure was much more angular and chiseled than when compared to the squish of his cheeks today. Danny's hair was brilliant platinum, her mouth lacking fangs, and most obvious of all, Khan's fur was still dark brown, a stark difference from her current albinated aesthetic. Back on the field of battle, Khan saw her opening and severed Garwinkle's hips from her mech with one swift strike from the Ilhistir. As the desperate gnome swore Lux Et Umbra would die alongside her, arrows pinned her hands to the wall. From the shadows emerged Noala Kesrir, Khan's girlfriend, having long since been on a secret mission for the Elven military. A shadow golem named the Darkness, Garwinkle's old friend, saw the look of love in the eyes of the ratfolk. Swiftly melding into shadows and striking out at Noala with its umbral great spear, the Darkness knew not what it had done. Concentrating the legendary powers of the blade that committed the first murder, Khan severed the Darkness's head clean from its body. And once again, Noala and Khan shared a blood-splattered kiss upon the bridge above a rushing river deep under Shadow Valley. Danny landed with a squish inside the gullet of Simone. Taking a moment to gain their bearings, she and Zavid took a look around. Surrounded by a ring of 4-foot-tall conical teeth, Zavid realized his guess was correct. This creature is larger on the inside. Danny began to collect biological samples of the beast, including a massive bulette pearl shimmering with divine power. The searching demigods found several fleshy pods rooted in place. Cutting them down revealed many townsfolk, including this one, the bold ones, and most shocking of all, near-exact clones of Lux Et Umbra. Stunned at what they saw, Zavid and Danny put their magi-medical minds together to determine these were no mere simulacra, nor were they magic clones, but rather a chimera of both. True biological copies, yet with a soul and all the memories of the original up to a specific point in time. Versions of themselves from the past for all intents and purposes. Realizing that Khan and Danny's clones may not react well to seeing double, it was decided to wake up Zavid and Reese's doppelgangers first. Zavid's twin confirmed that he was who he claimed to be via shared theology. Ever chill, the secret scourge abides. After ensuring they freed every last townsfolk, Danny and Zavid made their exit. Back topside, only the shocking discoveries made within Simone could pry Khan away from Noala's lips. With a deft touch, Zavid began to explain to Reese and Khan that Garwinkle had cloned Lux Et Umbra, that there exist past versions of them all. A mild identity crisis ensued. Though Zavid and Reese made instant chums with their past selves, the same could not be said of Danny nor Khan. The proud ratfolk put 2 paws in the dirt, refusing to share the name of Khan Rizzolo with a false, flimsy facsimile. Though Khan wanted to strike down her double, a compromise was made. The clone's memories were wiped, and Khan's long-held dream of being a crime boss was implanted within her head before teleporting her to the organized crime-riddled metropolis of Corvosa, the name of Veronique Jr. fresh in her mind. Though highly resistant at first, Dani was convinced through Zavid's long view of immortality to allow her past self to keep the name Dani Arion, the crown and kingdom of Druma, and most importantly of all, her husband, Prince Bruce Mithralarm. Taking up a mantle from her favorite book and her mother's maiden name, Ophelia Evenheart allowed her sacrifice and emotion to empower her journey to godhood. Zavid, realizing how much he has changed, having learned the truth of his divine origin, discovering the long-lost knowledge of Rovagug's nature, and gaining immortality, came to the simple conclusion that he was no longer Zavid. He was something more. He was something greater. He was a reborn god, his hand slowly remembering the feel of his own phenomenal cosmic power. And this is where we're coming in today. Quite a lot happened that I was not expecting. And I can safely say the same for all of you. Quite a lot happened you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of surprised each other last time. So where we come in is slightly later in the same day. Things have calmed slightly. We have kind of hand-waved taking Veronique Jr. out to Corvosa, so there's no need to be doing this. But I've set you up on the maps. You can be wherever you'd like. I placed Reese, Dani, and Reese 2. I don't think we've come up with a name for either of you yet. Up in your bedroom on the bottom right, bottom right, because that's where you were last time. Dani needed consoling. Khan, I've placed you and Nawala in the room with the broken clock because you know how to fix things. I figure that's a good enough place for any. But yes, this is where we come in. What do all of you do? Quite a lot happened. There's probably a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ophelia
Yes.
will, that's gonna get some music.
That's gonna be hard.
Yep.
Ophelia will be trying to tame the raptor. I forgot what it's called.
The Potentiaraptor. I can get that on the map here. Give me just a moment. Yes, you can absolutely try to do that. Nope. There she is. I really like Simone quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Even just past the Simon and Garfunkel joke. I think it's a very cool creature. There we go.
I was about to say, like, okay, I'm zooming in, zooming out, wondering where you're putting
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, there we go. That's about right. I think that's about actual size, too.
Up there.
If this works, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright, so
And I have 3 hero points to make
Oh.
this happen.
speaking of, each of you gets your regular weekly hero point. Plus, I want to give everyone a second one just because of the craziness that happened. So
Aw.
you can have 2 today. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to give Tybacks his new hero points as well.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
So
I always try
would
to I try to reward good role playing with hero points, and last week's role playing was so good I forgot to give out hero points. So
So, do you need a nature or
well, let's see. How do you start this off? Because firstly, she's extremely wounded. Ares kicked the crap out of her. Like, she got some good bites on Ares, but you absorbed it all magically. If you hadn't had that spell cast, Ares would have gotten his shit kicked in. You've taken down the Potentiaraptor. She's kind of unconscious. Ares and Arwen could have dragged her out, or Zavid and Reese, whoever. But she's out unconscious in the garden. Near the Reaper Peppers and the Frostberries.
Okay. So yeah, let's go to so she leaves Reese and other Reese.
Mm-hmm.
And she's really mopey, but she knows that she has one less thing that needs to be done. Since we're not killing the creature and we need the creature for X, Y, and Z. She is going to go to Potentiaraptor, with Arwen and Ares flanking her.
Okay. They can easily do that. Oh yeah, Mom, let's go see what this thing's all about.
Yes, Mother, put quite a good fight. Took quite chomps out of myself, but your magics got rid of them. Its hide is thick, but I was able to get a chomp.
I'm very proud of you, son.
Thank you.
Looks like Shane is connecting, so we can talk for a minute, and once he jumps into Zoom, we'll jump to intermission. So
Perfect. So she will slowly wake the creature up with a high level. I don't know what is it called.
Soothe?
Soothe.
Yeah.
But she's going to, I guess, sing to it in her mind and trying to calm the creature as much as she can.
that's what
The
Soothe
creature
does.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah, Soothe also takes care of like it. I think mechanically it gives you a +1 to mental effects or something like that. But thematically, yeah, we can say that it's basically like a calm emotion spell. Excuse me. What level do you want to cast that at? You can
Let's
have
cast it at 6.
6th. Okie dokie. So 8, 7, 6. Soothe. I'll just roll it real quick just to save a little time because I have it open.
No problem, that works for me.
Come on, roll. There it goes. Okay. 58. So you bring Simone definitely back from unconsciousness. She's at like 10, or well, maybe not, like 20% health, 25% health, but so she's still very injured, but she's not on death's door, is conscious now. She's on the ground, blinks, looks up, and is very startled. But sees you. What do you do immediately once it wakes up?
Try speaking to it, see if we have a common language.
You are a beast speaker, and Simone is a beast. So yes, you are able to speak to her. What do you say?
I hope this makes you feel a bit better. Your master is no longer your master. You are a free creature. I've brought you back. I have no reason to harm you or hurt you. If you so choose, you can be a part of Lux Et Umbra.
I think this is a great place to go to intermission, and then we'll have you roll when we get back. So, hey, Shane,
It's
we're
everybody's
going
all
to
fun
hop
thing.
over to intermission, and yeah, I'm sure we're all weird on the screen, but that's fine. We'll be back in just a second. See everybody then. Hey, everybody, we are back. Thanks for sticking with us. We've got everybody here. And in fact, let me even go back to, we have okay. We have Shane as the nurturing shadow tiebacks aspect of essence.
Hi, everybody. I'm going through a rebranding right now. Just like when HBO Max became just Max and everyone fucking hated it. That's me. Me right now.
Always glad to hate you.
Indeed, indeed. So Danny, where last we left off, Danny had walked outside, cast a soothe on Simone the Potentioraptor, and attempted to speak to it, to tell it that it is either free, or it even has a home here potentially in Etrin's Folly and the forests around. So, what we were needing is a nature check. I'm going to say DC of 44, but you can have advantage because you've healed it, and you are a beast speaker, and you are clearly not showing aggression. And you also have your two animals who kicked her ass flanking you, who seem to be at full health.
Okay, let's do.
So you can just roll twice.
thing.
With a guidance, I guess, +1.
Okay, I rolled it, but I can't see anything yet.
No, I didn't see it either.
Nope, didn't show up in the chat.
Yeah. Try again.
There it
Oh,
goes.
here's one.
Oh,
There you go. Don't even need to roll at advantage. Goodness.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. No, this is your thing. Like, it's just like the Nat 20 Colin rolled last time to decapitate the darkness. Like, that's her
God.
thing. This is your thing. So,
Do you remember when I had a nat 20 the first time playing this game, getting Arwen on my side?
Arwen. Yeah, I even, God, I remember that was at like level 3, I think.
Yeah.
Arwen was part of that original Fall of Plaguestone AP. Arwen, well, her name wasn't Arwen, but she was written into that. I didn't make that up. So, nat 20. Good God. So Simone looks to you, looks to your pets, back to you, and you hear her say,
Oh, we did not enjoy the master. She fed us things that tasted foul. We prefer berries and fruit.
or not we.
I prefer berries and fruit over these fleshlings. Do you have fruit in this area?
She is going to go gather a few of the frost berries and feed it to her. For them.
Oh, these are icy and delicious. I think I would like it here if you have more of these. I am told my name is Simone. Good to meet you, berry giver.
Good to meet you too. Do you like the name Simone? Do you want something else?
I know nothing else.
How would you feel if we was to change it?
We can do this, I suppose. As long as you give me more of these.
Oh my
How
God.
would you also feel if we was to go on some adventures together?
I was raised in a dark metal box. I only recently saw the sun for the first time. I think this is the word that was used. Sun?
Yes.
Bright hot in sky?
And it nods
Sun.
upwards.
Oh, I see. It warms my scales. I enjoy it.
Only Danny hears
Me
this.
as a beast.
I will. Well, talk to Danny, and then I'll have you roll things. But only Danny hears this. Even if you're standing right next to her, only Danny hears
Sure,
this
I'm
because
just-
she's
I
the
just-
only beast speaker.
I'm reacting above table. Like I saw the sun for the first time. I was like,
Oh.
"Hello, hi. I'm just like you. What the hell?"
Just like me, for real, for real.
She's going to scratch under its like giant chin and cast
On the ground with its hind leg.
healing or what was it called?
Heal.
Lay on hands.
Or lay on hands. Yeah, lay on hands, sure. Wow. What's it look like when you do this as a vampire? Because that's normally a paladin ability.
That's really weird to hear you doing this because I know how to do paladin.
It's almost like just like this dark red aura mist that just kind of absorbs into
Wonderful. The heat wounds start to suture up. Reese, the slash you made on her belly begins to heal itself.
Okay.
And you can see that she's steaming from the nostrils because she's eating these frost berries. And she looks at you and says,
That feels wonderful. I haven't felt such things in a long ever.
and again, smacking the back leg on the ground like a happy dog.
Have we
Wait,
ever
the
seen
ba-
you do lay on?
I-
Is this
wait,
the
wait,
first time
wait.
you've done
Oh,
that?
no, she's done it many times.
Okay.
She's had lay on hands for a very long time. It's
Questions.
technically from the Blessed One dedication. It allows you to take
Oh.
lay on hands and mercies when not a paladin.
But it looks different now because you're a vampire.
Yeah.
It only just looks
Okay.
different now. Yes.
Could I make a suggestion since you're the aspect of blood?
Ooh, yeah.
You control the blood, so the open wound, all that blood starts to like lift off and starts to go into the proper capillaries and stuff, like it's floating through the air and then closing, and then like a big like sort of clot starts to form over the wound and it rapidly heals and the clot kind of, it's a little gross at the end, it
Yeah.
kind of pops off to the ground, but the mist and stuff can still be like all a part of that. I feel like that would be
That's
Yeah,
so
that's
sick
fine.
That'd
and
be
yet so
cool
cool.
because that's like
Deal.
that's literally like
That-
talking about how blood works. That's perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like,
no,
hold on,
that-
don't worry, I
that's
got this, and
perfect.
they're like,
No, that is
Also,
totally fine.
question:
Hmm.
Are you sure they're not two beings because the snake is the tail and
I'll just tell you above board. The snake is not sentient. It's just a snake.
oh,
It
okay.
has a face but no brain.
Yeah, it has
It's
a
the same
exactly.
nervous system.
Exactly. It's one
Okay.
nervous system. So this
Also-
is one conscious creature.
Also, you might want to, above table, warn it to be careful about the red berries behind it.
Okay. So she looks at it, and as she heals it up and watches like the blood and everything start to
Sure.
heal itself, what do you think of the name Cerberus?
Cerberus. I like this. It sounds regal. Powerful.
Where would everybody be at?
Reese is probably just waking up. Cuddling with himself, probably.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Warm body, man. He
Mhm.
smells good. His hair's soft. Shit, I need to go see my boyfriend. Our boyfriend.
Reese realizes that he's at risk of
Touch
becoming
served.
like Narcissus. He's gonna rename himself Narcissus because he just loves himself too much.
He just missed human touch so much that he's just like, oh wait, this is myself. I just feel like I'm hugging myself. Wait,
Right.
hold on, I need my... Fuck.
As you're about to get up, the other you's like, no, hold on, just a little longer though. And you're like, oh, right.
You
Just 5 more minutes.
dastardly- Okay.
How did you
fine.
know what I was
You
thinking?
know the exact thing to say to yourself to make you not know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, before we get on to other people, I want to show Ophelia something. To show your step towards your divine nature and the sacrifice and giving up of what you did, I have awarded you with a feat that I have titled Mythic Blood Song. It is a reaction. What it does is, number 1, your performance proficiency increases to Mythic. I have already made that change behind the scenes on your character sheet, so you now have Mythic proficiency in performance. And what this is once per target per day, if an ally within 120 feet becomes charmed, dominated, confused, or stupefied, you can use your reaction to roll a performance check and potentially not only get rid of the negative effect, but if you critically succeed on your performance check, they gain heroism at 3rd level for 1 minute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And you can just do that once per day per person without a spell slot or anything. It's just a reaction.
Cool.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah, so I've already given you that on your spell sheet, or your character sheet. And in addition, your performance is now, at, as I said, mythic, and it's at a plus 37. So, as we were saying, Con, what would you be doing at this point, since we've gotten rid of Veronique Jr.?
I mean, Con is like, Con is straight chillin'. I think maybe she's a little. No, that's a lie. I think she's worried that whatever memory swappo changeo presto took place, she's worried that it's not gonna work. I think she's a little paranoid that other Con is gonna stab her in the back.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's not that she doesn't, it's not like she's intending to be dismissive of Danny's skills to alter memories. It's just that she knows that she's a tough opponent.
The toughest
Yeah.
you've ever faced.
Exactly. Tougher than
I
an
love-
entire armada of flesh ships is one rat.
I love that, like, the way that Reese thinks about his self is self-love, in a very literal sense,
Mhm.
self-love. And you are completely fear. I fear myself.
Yes.
Reese accepts and loves himself and is comfortable enough with himself to know this is not an issue. We just gotta use our words.
Like,
What?
and the interesting thing is Reese is also very deadly, but because he's not, that isn't his, like, how he identifies himself. It's
Mhm.
like, if he were to ask his other clone, like, should I be afraid that she'll try to kill me? And you're like, no, you should be afraid I'll try to sleep with you. Like, I feel like that's the sort of,
Yeah,
he just knows his own personality, so like, yeah, you're right.
you're right. I would never do
I'm just
that.
like,
Why would I even question it?
Why would I try to kill me?
I
I
could
love
guess.
me.
I love me. Why would I do that?
At some point, we're gonna just look at Reese, be like, "You guys need to get a room, get this out of the way." You'll be the first person to ever fuck themselves, okay? And you could just tell us it was
Get
her
it out of the
Go
way.
fuck yourself, and they'll be like, I already did.
Yeah, anytime someone says "go fuck yourself,"
But
you're
then
like, "I
it's
didn't,
just
it
like,
was fine."
who's the top, who's the bottom? Man, I think that
Yes.
would be like an hour discussion.
Who's the top and who's the bottom? Yes. Third base.
Good
Quite
lord.
literally.
It's like, well, I guess we have to be a switch. You're like, yes, but we were never that before. So somebody has to make the change, and I don't want to do it. Well, I don't want to do it. Well, I don't want to do it.
Oh,
good.
God. Ugh. So, God. So, since she has not left yet, I will reshare this image because I edited it and I like it. You are still here with Noala. Noala Kesrir, your girlfriend, whom you have not seen in a very long time. In above board, I think it's been 3 years. In game, it has been since before you left for Assyrian. That was the last time you saw
That was about
Noala.
3 years ago.
Because
Yeah.
when you came back from Assyrian, she was already gone. All you had was a note and a brooch that
I
she
know,
left
I didn't
for
even
you.
get a goodbye.
You didn't get a goodbye. She was just gone. But she is back now. I kind of just put you in the room with the grandfather clock just because that's where I set you. But I imagine
Yeah.
that you're like sweeping up the parts. And
Colin can like be absent-mindedly, putting putting the clock back together. But in the end, the clock just looks like a rat with a knife. She's like, "Oh damn it, again!"
it's accidentally made a statue.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting statue you've got there, Mishka. Were you trying to make...
I'm not
Modern
projecting. I'm not.
I did not say you were projecting. I said that is a very lovely statue. I think perhaps that sleep there was a little bit Freudian.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Who cares about clones and, ethical problems? Oh, sweetie pie, it's so good to have you back.
It is wonderful to be back, Mishka. It has been quite a rough time out there. I have been deep undercover. You know I'm special forces. This is actually the main reason why I'm here, but I feel we should have everyone together before I tell you too much detail. Suffice it to say, we have learned much.
I think Khan kind of like runs a little rat hand over her cheek with the scars and is like, "What happened?"
I had a run-in with the monster.
Shut up! You asshole! You're going to hell now.
I did that just for that joke.
Somebody needs to go to pun rehab.
Boo.
I did this, and it's the whole reason I did the thing with her scars, so I could make that joke.
Piece of shit.
Boo.
I'll never forgive you for this.
Oh god, it was worth every second of patience. It was worth it. But that's the actual answer, is she had a run-in with a monster.
Yeah. Whatever.
I love this so much.
Whatever. And
Made sure you had a monster today for
And
that.
strangely, I am energized from the fight. She says.
I can imagine. So, yes, I am quite energized from the fight with this Garwinkle and Simone. I'm just glad I was able to get back when I did, but it seems you and Reese and this metal friend of yours said it pretty much in the pocket, yes?
Well, I mean, you stopped them from completely blowing our entire makeup. I feel like that's pretty important.
Because
I
that
mean,
is
now I have
correct.
now I have a weird lab assistant.
Well, that's true, that's true. I suppose I did do that.
Shane, you missed the best joke that I've been setting up for so long.
Sorry.
No, you're good. She asked Noala what happened to her with the scar on her face, and I said, I had a run-in with a monster. I photoshopped the monster logo on her as a scar on her face.
That's what that is?
Yes.
I can't believe you got me with a fucking sight gag. I
Yeah,
hate you.
hook, line, and stinker.
Oh,
Walked
how I
into it and
know.
ate it like a
This
sack of
is-
shit.
I fucking
Hey.
like alley hooped you.
Hey, L, this is a long time coming for a cold one with the boys, okay? This is karma.
Yeah.
It finally came back around. It took a while.
Took about 3 years almost.
I made sure I had a monster every week, every session since we started this season just for that joke.
I was wondering why you were doing that because you're typically a G Fuel.
I usually have G
person.
Fuel, but I've had a monster just for that joke. But, oh, as I was saying, that is the actual answer she gives you. Is, I had a run with the monster during my deep well, not undercover, but my special forces missions. I do think at some point today we should get all of Lux Et Umbra together so we can discuss. We have many things I have learned.
Well, you wouldn't believe where we've been. We've been in space. We've been on different planets. It's weird actually to be back.
That is incredible, Mishka. I mean, it is clear that much has happened. Your fur is white, for example. I mean, I did not want to make too big a deal of it, but what happened?
I might have, just a little bit, eaten some god flesh, and I may have a little bit, done some more work with, La Chapeau, hanging out, besties.
Oh, I do love Pipette.
you know, now, now I'm just, no. Con is like kind of tongue-tied for like once.
Maybe Pipette might pipe
Yeah,
up and
Pipette
say
can pipe
something
up.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that is so key. She
She
is
is-
Nephilim," or something.
She has feasted upon the flesh of a Kavna. She is now Nephilim. She is closer to divine than mortal.
I was getting to that.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought perhaps you needed a little push.
And then she scurries back into your cowl.
Mishka, that is incredible. I mean, I always knew that you were destined for greatness, but a deity. Well, you've always been a goddess in my eyes.
Oh.
Oh.
Were you saving that one too?
No, that one was off the dome. That
Nice.
one was fresh off the dome.
Taking inspiration.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take a villain point for that one. But that's where we're gonna fade away from Khan and Nawala to Zavid. All right, sorry. Tiebacks. What is
Tieback.
Tiebacks and Zavid doing? I just placed you in your room just because that's where I put you. You can move yourself.
Can
wherever
you open
want.
that map again? Because it
Oh
isn't
yeah.
open anymore.
1 second. No, not increase size. Dang it. Decrease.
I figured we could use a guest appearance, but she is currently up my arm.
The cat. Oh, Khan.
Con,
There you go.
the last surviving mouse that I have.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Oh.
Khan, the
Yes.
last survivor.
That's a good title, actually.
Yeah.
Look at the mouse.
She's literally the best. She's
cute.
so good.
We're just sitting and we're having a quiet conversation about everything that's happened in more detail, because I know I'm a very curious person. I want to know all the answers. So I'm recounting everything I can remember, so down to the last detail of everything that we went through. The sort of bait and switch with Cabriri, and I imagine my other self is sort of confused, like, well, where do I get my powers from? And I say, well, that's the thing. I think the powers now come from me, with the divineness that we stole from Urgathoa, or I guess stole back, right? It is
Right.
our own power, supplemented, I think, by Gork and Mork. They're helping me out because I'm not the full god yet.
Right.
And-
They've been helping a lot too.
Where do we go from here? Where you go from here, I think, is very much up to you. You are Zavid. I cannot stress this enough. Do not feel like you are an imposter, Zavid. You are Zavid. I am giving that title to you. Anybody that remembers me, you'll remember them too. That's you. We are, in a way, twins now, with the same memories.
Right.
We are going on diverging paths. We will change from this point forward. The way you evolve versus the way I evolve will be different. You'll have, no doubt, more connections to the mortal world, because I will not be able to just traps about the way that I have. But
We do love the good prince.
We do love a good prince. And listen, if you ever feel like this world isn't for you, you can always take the test of the Starstone, and we can become the twin gods up somewhere.
Yeah, I thought
That'd
about
be
that
pretty
before.
badass.
It would be.
But I don't want you to feel pressured to. The pressure's off, is what I'm trying to say. You don't need to realize your destiny. It's realized, right? You can have a more normal life, the life that you thought you could never have, the life we thought we could never have. Someone, I myself, will take on this divine responsibility, knowing what I know, going through what I've gone through. I mean, I sort of now don't have a choice with the demigod status I have. So if one of us has to do it, it has to be me. But with you, it means that there can still be a Zavid. There can still be a Zavid here on Golarion. And I know I hate hearing this, and I know you're gonna hate it too, but you are a hero to people.
Don't call me
Yeah,
that.
no, but it's true. Lux Et Umbra brings people hope.
Khan's a hero. She kills monsters. Demirius is a hero. He brings light. We are
Okay,
just
Demirius is a hero, but he
with a
also has
capital H.
problems. He's got problems, right? He's
Right.
got a lot of unresolved issues, and instead of going to therapy, he became a champion of Sarenrae, basically eye candy for this goddess. So like, he's got stuff to work out, right? And so do we. No one's perfect, and I don't think any hero ever has been. But my point is, when the people of Veterans Folly come to and they start to realize, wow, we shared a dream where we were eaten by some disgusting creature. Oh, look, that disgusting creature is tamed now. You're going to be instrumental in being like, hey, that's just the way things are. But you've got Lux Et Umbra, David, to watch your back, right?
Right.
The only one that doesn't quite fit would be Khan, but Khan has always had a greater destiny. I think she's always held that for herself. Everybody who's ever met her will be like, oh yeah, Khan becoming some sort of god rat thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, no one's going to question that she's not around anymore. It's the same with Dirge, same with Demarius. People sometimes leave. But having you here as a constant with all of our I was going to say minions. Sometimes it's hard not to say that.
I know
They
it's
do view
weird
you
to-
as a leader. They'd be happy to be called your minions, right?
right.
The Mamatar and the Ghoul and stuff, they're not going to argue with you on that.
You're right.
I think this could be a good home for you, a good base of operations, as well as a sanctuary. And with you here, it means that never again will the people here be vulnerable the way that they were.
Right.
There might need to be an evacuation, but I can just send you ascending and you can just guide that. I don't have to rush all the way back to do it. I know I have myself essentially to trust because I
You
know I
can-
can take care of this.
And you know you can trust us.
And so we're in this together. And I think after all is said and done, if something were to happen to me or the rest of us, I know that a part of me will be left behind, right? Something of us will live on, and that's
Right.
important. Now, about Cabreri.
That
He's-
guy.
Yes, you technically are not bound to the curse that I was bound to because you are a different body and a different soul. So all of that is just memories of something that happened. But
It's so
you
wild.
You've escaped in a way I never even conceived of being just a completely separate me, right?
I remember killing Plick's brother. I
Yeah.
remember eating his flesh.
And I
It's
don't
so
think we
still
should ever
vivid in my-
forget.
fresh in my
It-
mind.
it is important to remember, but I also
Yes.
believe you are, because you are already free, Cabreri has no hold over you. You don't have to follow Cabreri. And Cabreri is already positioning himself to follow me because he understands that even though he's had right in front of him this essence of godhood, he could never quite capture it. He could never absorb it the way that we are doing.
He gave
And I
to
think
others
he had-
that which he couldn't have for himself.
So if he can't be the best, he's going to work for the best, I think is his thing. Like, throw me a bone, sort of. And I'm inclined to throw him some sort of bone. If we get rid of Nyarlathotep, we're going to need someone who can be the I say, let him be the ghoul god. Like, okay,
That's the
what you-
only bone he ever wanted.
That's what you have been, really. Like you've positioned yourself as this. Did I know he was a demon lord and not a god? No. But now that I know that, it's like, okay, well, you can just be what I always thought you were going to be anyway. I don't mind that. But what? I mean, he's still a demon, right? We still have to be careful. You do not have to pull any power from him. Gork and Mork, I think, are happy to have a weird boy. Now they've got two weird boys.
Yeah.
And
What's weirder than that? Pulling a twin from the past, huh?
yes, and they might lose me if I ever ascend fully. So if that happens, they'll still have you. On the other hand, you could also become my cleric, but that would be kind of strange. And I don't want to necessarily have a power dynamic over myself, if that makes sense. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
That's a little weird.
So that's where we're at right now. We just have to go forward with this plan. We're going to go to the Pit of Gormuz after we fix Cassandalee's problem. Once Cassandalee's figured out and we get to the pit, I'm going to use a power that I've been saving for a long time as a clarion call to all who are united against the forces of Rovagog.
I think I know the power you're talking about. The Gozre power.
Yes. And we'll be amassing an army. I think we could use Shadow Valley as a bit of a checkpoint on the way there, because a lot of people from the Inner Sea region, especially towards the west, will have to move through these mountains through Shadow Valley to get to the east, essentially. So this would be a good place to put like a little station to let people know, hi, yes, you're on the right path. Take these directions, follow these roads. There's already armies that have followed you and have created the trail. Follow the trail. And hopefully we get a big turnout.
I can help with this.
Yeah. And the people of Veterans Folly, I'm not sure. They've gone through a lot. This is their home, but it's going to change so much. I don't want them to feel like they have to stay here. I don't want them to feel like staying here is the right decision if it isn't. You know, if it's dangerous, I want them to go somewhere safer. Maybe Fogton, but that's a long journey. That might not be safe.
And anymore, nowhere is safe.
Yeah.
And
Somewhere
that will become
secluded
more
like
true.
Fogton, where there's a dragon living on the mountain
Yes.
nearby. At least it's a bit better.
That would help, yes.
But anyway, that's it. Now you're caught up.
It's quite a lot, but it all makes sense when laid out like that.
Yeah, where we go from here, I don't know, but it could be worse. Could be
Sounds to me like
very worse.
you have some gods to kill.
Yeah.
Hate to say
Don't
it.
remind me. Don't remind me.
Yeah, let's go find something to eat, huh?
Yeah, and that's it. That's our role play. And scene.
Right.
So I also want to show you before we move on, Zavid. God, sorry, I'm gonna keep doing that. Sorry, Tybax.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yep, I even have it right in front of me. It's right here. Tybax. Just like Ophelia, taking a step towards your divinity, I am giving you a mythic feat, Harm Beyond Death. Your connection to the realm of negative energy grows closer to the divine. When you cast Harm, you may choose to have it deal no damage and instead apply one of the following effects with no save given, once per day per target. You can either have Grave Stillness, which causes them to be slowed 2 until the end of their next turn, marked for death the next time the target would drop to 0 HP. It cannot be stabilized by non-deific means, or visions from beyond. The target has whispered its secrets to you if it dies.
Gain its highest proficient until your next long rest. Any further skills gained in this manner. Okay, got
You
it.
can only do
got
one
it.
at a time, but you can do it once per day. So,
I was going to say.
yeah, go ahead.
This is an AoE effect, so I could do Grave Stillness to like everybody in an AoE.
Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
it's pretty sick.
Also, I
That's
wanna
why it's
say
a mythic
Bloodsong-
feat.
I was looking at Bloodsong, and
Mhm.
when I read you, Through deific, vampiric, magic, or psychic will, you devour an ally's negative mental effects. I'm like, so you're a psychic vampire, but in a good way? The
Yeah.
only good psychic
Yeah.
vampire I've ever heard of.
Yeah, she's a good psychic vampire.
I
Exactly.
don't know if we're
Great.
good. I don't know if we're gonna be good.
Yeah. A good effect.
We're
Good.
to be for the greater good.
The greater
Okay.
good, yes.
Greater
We're not
good.
trying to destroy the universe, and that's important. That's a big distinction.
Hmm.
Because once it comes back down to me, I have a couple things that I'm doing at the moment.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait to get through Reese.
Oh sure, Reese, what are you up to?
I think we're kind of just like planning. I'm just like, all right, we have to talk about a course of action of what we're gonna do here. Like, I'm chill. I don't want you dead. I'm not concerned about you.
Yeah, me
Really?
either.
But
I'm
like,
just gonna do my own thing.
yeah, and like, you know, I figure maybe we get Mythanar on the phone or something, and maybe tell him at least. Gurkha, we only see from time to time. That's not gonna be an issue. But Mythanar, we might want to talk to him and be like, hey, there's two of us.
Yeah, Reese too asks you if you still have your ring.
Well, yeah, always.
Oh, good. I mean, we could probably call him up on that, right?
Yeah, of course. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. And he just like does a little.
And an image of Mythanar. So, Mythanar, he pops up on your ring, and he's very clearly surfing out in the middle of the water. Hey, Reese, what's going on, dude?
Okay, can you get off the water and onto a stable surface?
Yeah, sure. Let me get off this nar. You can see him.
Yeah.
He's got a massive swell behind him, and he pulls into the shore, and then sets up next to a rock, picks up his surfboard. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
So we have a situation.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Actually, it kind of is good, but not good. For like everybody else. For me, it's no big deal. But hey, Ritu, wanna come over? Join me.
Hey, whoa! Is this like? What's happening here? Is this like a magic? Are you learning more magic, Reese? Cool.
I mean, I am learning more magic, but like, no, he's me, but also from like when I wasn't as powerful. So he's still me. Somebody took our DNA and completely cloned us. So not simulacrums.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's another me around if you want to teach him how to surf or whatever.
Dude, I was wanting to teach you how, but you were always so busy saving the world, never had the time.
Look, as long as he's chill with hanging out with you or going to visit Gurkha or whatever he wants, just know he is there. But his streak in his hair is a different color than mine. I have purple right now.
Oh yeah, I see. He's just got the little bit of blue.
Yeah.
Rad.
Yep. He's got the natural blue. So if that's fine with you, that's not too weird that there's two of me.
I've seen weirder stuff up in the Orklands. Those
You know
shaman
what?
get wild.
That is also very true. Okay. Yeah, no, I knew we were gonna have an issue here. It's all me in the end anyway, and this makes things a lot easier, I think, at times too. Because then
Yeah.
you get more time with me!
Yeah, you're right. Then you get more time to save the universe and stuff.
Oh god, yeah. Save the universe and be maybe a little deific from time to time. Yeah. But that is a talk for a different time. I'm not saying I don't trust things, but it has been very weird in the sphere of people spying on us. So we'll meet in person again soon.
Do we want to just like
Call
do
it-
a shorter thing then today?
Yeah, call it shorter.
Let's at least get you all together so we can have Nawala chat to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
Just-
that.
Can I do a couple of things?
Yeah.
And I want to make one comment before you do your thing because it had to do with Reese, but I was muted, so I couldn't make my little joke.
Sure, what was that?
Okay, so first, when you were talking to Maithanara over the telly, yeah, righteous. The way that you were like, I don't want to freak you out, okay? There's another me, and it's like we're so different. Like I'm almost a god. I'm so powerful, and like we look really different. Like I've got purple hair, he's got blue. Like we're so different. It's like exactly the same. But the other you is just like, yep, that's right. That's
Completely
right.
different
That makes
people.
so much sense.
So true.
We're so different. It's like you're not really that different.
Night
that
and
made me
day,
laugh.
we too.
I thought the way that you were describing it at first was really funny, and I
That
just
is
wanted
very
to
funny.
point out that.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Ash had stuff to do.
Oh, sure. What do you need?
I want to go to Sugar Wanter, and I want
Oh.
to fix her room up.
Oh, sure. That is the lower floor.
On. Sorry. She's crawling underneath the hoodie.
The whole
Now she's in my sleep though, so it's good.
She's a mousy baby.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay, so I've shared that map, and I'm
You
dropping
hear a tiny French accent say, "I am going to slit your throat."
That's how I feel sometimes, man.
I have dropped you on there, Dan or Ophelia. You are now on the top left of the map.
So far, your thing has been okay, so fingers crossed I can stay
Yeah,
like this.
here's
for a bit.
here's
I'm
hoping
gonna
it's been
put
okay for the last
Kron
minute.
back, so you two have fun.
So she is going to go to Sugar Wanter's area, and it was ransacked due to Garfunkel,
Winkle.
Garwinkle, not Garfunkel.
That was the joke.
She's going to
Oh my
clean up all of like the mess that Garwinkle did.
See, this is why you're calm.
Well, thank you, Ophelia. I worked really hard on all of these. You know, Craig taught me so much, but I mean, I guess I can make them again.
Can definitely make them again. This is what you're really good at.
Thank you.
Do you think that you could help me with a new costume?
Oh, probably. I've learned a lot about costuming. I've learned like fluting and wings, and I can, put boning in, all kinds of stuff.
So basically, what Ophelia is going for is no more flowy, puffy, pretty dresses. We're going for leather, boots, corsets, and maybe a cape.
You know, I was trying to learn about leatherworking. Brick has been learning how to tan hides out in the forests. I've been really wanting to use some of his leather for things, so this would be a great opportunity for me to learn.
Sure. Would you like to make a costume today?
I'd love to try that.
Would you like to make a costume?
We could make it out of leather.
And then I imagine once she's done with like that whole thing, like they make something, she normally would wear like a little necklace or something that would represent like she's part of like, not part of, but her oath is also with Shilin.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get rid of the Shilin. Everything to do with Shilin.
Oh.
And
So-
we are-
So Danny will be Shilin and you'll be Zankuthan, sort
Hell
of
yeah.
coded. Got it. That way you're still doing both, but now there's that's
Yep.
actually honestly,
That's very cool.
that's what I know they're brother and sister, but it sometimes feels like they're parents in a bitter divorce, and so they get half of the child. They split the child in half, kind of.
Okay, that's very accurate.
So she's going to adorn herself with a new necklace that is Zankutan, which is going to be like a skull with chains coming out of its eyes.
Barbed wire, but I've got it. I
Barbed
can show you. Zon.
That And then with like on her leather, there'll be like maybe a couple
There
of
it is.
chains and stuff.
This is the unholy symbol of Zon Kuthan. It is a fanged skull with barbed chains coming out of its eyes, eye sockets.
Love it.
The Lord of Pain.
So you
That
both
is-
were right. It was barbed and it was chains.
Yeah, we're both right. Barbed chains, yes.
So that
Cool.
is what she wants.
And you were able to do so. Between you and Sugar Wanter, you worked through the day, and with this nice hide that Brick has been making, he's been off in the forest. There have been all kinds of creatures, with the advent of all of the planets coming into alignment, like Breath of the Cradle, there have been more births in wildlife and such. So, anyway, you are making this dress, and it looks, or is it a dress even? What kind of outfit is
No.
this? Yes.
It's leather pants. It's high knee boots with maybe a little bit of a heel to it. It's a black leather corset and a cape with like a little hood on it, but it's in black velvet. And there's like some chains on the side.
You are able to make that with Sugar One. A stark difference from your normal aesthetic with this dark leather, chains, and much more black, less flowy, not even a dress. But you have started your way towards this new identity.
Gotta go find Zavid, Khan, and Reese
Yeah,
in my new outfit.
sounds badass.
We just get an anonymous letter to meet out in like the foyer area, or no, the theater, the little mini theater. We're like, what?
Mhm.
Okay, we all like sit down in the mini theater. Like, why are we here? I don't know. Is this Ophelia's doing? Well, there's a big O on the letter, so probably. And then the lights dim, spotlights come over. We start hearing Madonna's Vogue. Da, 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 and I feel to the music. Da, 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 da. And you like come out, and there's like Sugar Wanter and other of the bold ones have like. They don't have cameras, but they have little flashbang things because they don't know what a camera is. So they're
Yeah.
pretending to do like a bunch of flashes in the audience.
Yep.
And like she just comes out with like, this is my new outfit. This is my new identity.
I love it.
Yes, you were able to do a bit of a catwalk in your mini theater with your new outfit. But I think this is a great time for us to jump to talking with Nawala, because
Yep.
I wanted to at least get to that.
Yes.
We should do that and make sure there's a good place to stop.
Yeah, I think I can do that. As long as we can get
Okay.
through this, it shouldn't be much. So I've dropped all of you on the main Shadow Valley map. I'll even reload that for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, so I guess Ciprograd doesn't need to be here. He can go away.
Go away!
Go away.
Get out of here! We killed. No, we didn't kill. We actually didn't kill her.
How many times do we have to kill you, old man? So I've placed you in kind of the foyer area out near the kitchen. You can place yourselves wherever you would really like, ultimately. But Nawala says to you,
It is wonderful to see all of you. It is very fortuitous that you arrived back from your adventures when you did. I have much news from the military to tell you. As you may or may not know, I am special forces in the Kyonin military. I have been placed deep behind enemy lines the last several months. We have been gathering information and trying to figure out where the cultists' activities were. And I believe I have some leads that I would love if you could help me to follow up on. In the forests of Kyonin, Ophelia, excuse me, I believe that you are somewhat familiar with this area. Your grandmother, Empress Telandia, she is the ruler of the Elflands in Kyonin. She had sent me there with a forward command of scouts. We were sent to look for. There has been much corruption in the forests. We've heard of lots of animals migrating away from the forests. We've heard of dying trees and poisonous mushrooms.
I was sent to look, but we were not able to get very far into the forest before we were turned back. As you can see, the monsters in the area are getting much more fierce, taking much more of our supplies and manpower to take them out. We have gotten wind that there is much cult activity in the forests. We have managed to capture one cultist, and they were clearly Lamashtan, worshippers of the Mother of Monsters. There is much going on with the Mother of Monsters in the south of Kilneen.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, how you've captured a few cultists? What is your protocol when you capture them? Do you kill them? Are they prisoners of war? Do you keep them?
Well, we mostly try to interrogate as often as we can. We keep them in a prison in the palace of Spolochnik. I do believe we still have this one cultist. If you need to, you could speak with them.
Can we do you have like a file or like a bunch of information on this cultist you've captured that we could like review before we make a decision on what to do with them?
Sorry, do I have what to review?
The more information we have about this person, the more the more effective whatever our interrogation can be, we can actually develop a little plan. Is there any information you have on this person? Do you have a name? Do you know where they hail from? Do they have a specific accent? Like, kind of know anything about their past before they became a cultist, or if they were always a cultist, stuff like that.
Well, I do believe the one that we caught was not always a cultist, because the ones who were raised from youth, they tend to be the most fanatic. They cannot be turned. They're unwavering. But this one, I do believe he may have had a family at one point. He came from the east, further east than I have ever traveled. I believe further even than the Pete of Gormuz. He may even be from Tian Sha.
Okay. Do we know anybody or have any experience with continents and lands further east of the Pit of Gormuz, Tian Sha and all that? Are we...
Ooh, great question. I don't... I think you saved Nali Nivati, a goddess from Tian Sha. You saved her from Urgathoa's palace, that snake goddess.
That's right.
So I mean, sort of.
And there was those undead, too. They were also... like a samurai and a geisha-looking pair, right?
Which pair?
When we were helping save that one goddess from not the snake goddess, the one of for lovers, like Love Lost or whatever. And outside of her palace were the two undead. There was the samurai and the geisha.
Li Mao and Yang Fei. These two.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Are they from Tian Sha?
Yes, they absolutely are from Tian Sha.
I don't want to bother a snake goddess. She's busy. But I can bother undead all day. So I think I want to call them and ask them about their homeland, so on like a speakerphone call, so that everybody can kind of get a good, like, I also we have books, I'm sure, but like this would be a nice way to like guided reading, you know, like let's get from people who live there what the culture is like, even though it's been many years since they were alive. I highly doubt that Tian Sha is so different from what it used to be that like everything that they know is no longer true. Like it's got to be a lot of like traditions that have carried on and are still sort of like the way things work, and we can always get an updated look from, you know, anybody else who we can get our hands on who's been there. You don't have to roleplay all this. I'm just saying this would be a good way to like prime us to know how to talk to this person.
Because of my internet, let's just hand wave.
Just want to
the second I say that.
Yeah, I just want us to be on to have as much information as we can, because I want us to. All right, can I be honest with everybody? I was listening to a podcast about a guy that used to be in the CIA, and how he never tries to turn or recruit anybody until he's become their best friend. He like knows everything about them by the time he actually tries to get them to, it's like, I'll give you anything you want. Like, oh, you want your kid to go to Harvard? Done. I'll pay for it even. For 2 hours in your code room, for the
Right.
plans for that Russian tank, for a soil sample from that nuclear power plant. Like, yeah,
Sure.
you give me what I want, and I'll make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. And I'm like, I love that. And I kind of feel like if we've got people from the cult, they were promised something,
Yeah.
right? That guy lost his family and he thinks he's going to gain something by being a part of this cult, or that he already has gained something, like a sense of
Right.
community, maybe. We need to shatter that like we did with that other person, but I think we got lucky with them. I think this person from a completely different culture, we need to understand their culture. We need to understand what motivates them. And then when we go and see them, we can use that to turn them.
Exactly.
With it. Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm
No,
going down.
that's a really good idea. Yeah, they can prime you for all the societal things that Reese would probably need to know
Yeah.
in order to speak with this prisoner, this cultist. The prisoner of war is essentially what they are. But Nawala tells you, yes, I do believe, Ophelia, you have teleportation magics, do you not? Are you able to get to your grandmother's palace?
I know you've seen me a really long time ago when I wasn't as powerful, but yeah, I can poof us anywhere we need.
Okay, good. I think that she wanted us to get to her as quickly as possible. She has a way to get us out of Kilneen without the. She's telling you that normally you can tell, but your grandmother has a way to do it without people being able to track you.
That's fine.
That was what I was trying to get out. Good God, this is ridiculous. So, I think we should probably stop because this is going to frustrate me so much. I'm going to punch a hole in my monitor.
Look, just because you
Hear
have a monster energy drink doesn't mean you have to partake in Kyle behavior.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna turn into a Kyle if we keep doing this. So, this is where we're gonna stop for today. We have your where you're headed next time. You're going to the forests of Kyonin to search for something in the forests just to the south. With Nawala on bequest of Ophelia's grandmother, Talandia Adasral.
Cool.
So, hope everyone will join us next time. I'm pretty sure we're skipping next week. I think we're just going to plan for that. So, we'll hopefully be back in 2 weeks, and we will see everyone then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.